Okay, let us start inshallah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسوله الكريم وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي اللهم أخرجنا من ظلمات الوهم وأكرمنا بنور الفهم وافتح علينا بمعرفة العلم وسهل أخلاقنا بالحلم وجعلنا ممن يستمعون القول فيتبعون أحسنه اللهم اجعل أعمالنا خالصة لوجهك ولا تجعل فيها حظا لغيرك وصل اللهم على سيدنا ونبينا ومولانا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين والحمد لله رب العالمين. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How's everyone today? Alhamdulillah. We continue with Sarf bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. We have learnt the first two scales, the Fa'ala scale and the Yaf'alu scale. We've applied a number of root letters to those scales, 6 specific sets. And we saw that the middle root letters of both the past tense and the present tense can be either a dhamma, fatha or a kasra. In a nutshell, that's what we've learnt in terms of the changes of words in the physical forms, right? Those are the changes that we've seen. In terms of meaning, we dealt with changing the doer of a verb, we dealt with changing the tense of a verb, and we dealt with changing the actual action that was done. 3 changes in meaning and in form. Right? So today what we're going to do, as we always do at the beginning, we're just going to say a whole lot of scales, revision. Get our tongues used to it, let our minds recall those meanings, those roots. Thereafter, we are going to do a little bit of dictionary work. So, did everybody get the dictionary? Can I get a show of hands to see who didn't? The naughty one, I'm just joking, don't show me your hands please. Yeah, so we'll do a bit of dictionary work just to see how we can get to know what vowel will be on those middle root letters and to gain a bit of depth in terms of our learning of the Arabic language bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. Right, so let's see. Sarf. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. We start off with Old Faithful. Fa'alu. Everybody together. Bismillah. Fa'ala. Fa'alu. Fa'alat. Fa'alna. Fa'alta. Fa'altum. Fa'alti. Fa'altunna. Fa'altu. Fa'alna. How do I say we did? Fa'alna. How do I say we are doing? We. How do I say we are doing? Naf'alu. Okay, it's not there. I just want to pick your brains a little bit. Okay. Next set of root letters. Fataha. Fataha means what? To open. Say that scale for me. Past tense. Fataha. Fatahat. Fatahna. Fatahta. Fatahtum. Fatahti. Right. Daraba means to hit. Past tense, say it for me. How do I say? Daraba, darabu, darabtu, darabna. Good. All together. Nasara. Nasara means to help. Say this for me. Nasaru, nasarat, nasarna, nasarta, nasartum, nasarti, nasartunna, nasartu, nasarna. All right. Sami'atu. Yeah. Okay, everybody say this for me. Past tense. Sami'a. Ta. Sami'atum. Sami'ati. Sami'atunna. Sami'atu. Sami'na. Hasiba. To think. Hasiba. Hasibu. Hasibat. Hasibna. Hasibta. Hasibtu, hasibti, hasibtunna, hasibtu, hasibna. Whoa, there's a lot of scales, man. Karuma. Now imagine if you think it's a lot. I've been doing this for I don't know how many years now. Karuma. Karuma. Karumu. Karumat. Karumna. Karumta. Karumtum. كرمتِ كرمتن كرمت كرمنا. Okay, then we went on to the present tense scale. Instead of saying he did, I want to say he is doing or he will do. So everybody say that for me. فعل becomes يفعل. Right, everybody say it. يفعل يفعلون. تفعل يفعلن. تفعل تفعلون. تفعلين تفعلن. أفعل نفعل. This one is just a little bit more tricky than the previous one, but inshallah it will get stuck in our brains. سمع 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 becomes يسمع. Present tense. يسمع يسمعون. تسمع يسمعن. تسمع تسمعون. تسمعين تسمعن. أسمع نسمع. فتح to open. How do I say he is opening? يفتح يفتحون. تفتح يفتحن. تفتح تفتحون. تفتحين تفتحن. أفتح نفتح. To hit. ضرب يضرب. يضرب يضربون. تضرب يضربن. تضرب تضربون. تضربين تضربن. أضرب نضرب. نصر ينصر to help. Everybody. حسب يحسب to think. Come. said يحسب يحسبون. تحسب يحسبن. تحسب تحسبون. تحسبن. أحسب نحسب. Last one. كرم يكرم. يكرم يكرمون. تكرم يكرمن. تكرم تكرمون. تكرمين تكرمن. أكرم نكرم. Right, just before we move on, I'm going to chuck some words in here. You tell me what they mean. تسمعين. Give you 3 seconds. تسمعين. What's it? I'm hearing it like قد اختلف العلماء. Everybody's differing here. Let's hear now. تسمعين. There's only one that has ina at the end. You one female. What are you one female doing? You one female. You are hearing. You one female are hearing. Present tense, right? ضربت. I heard many people saying it very quickly. What's it? She. What is she? Present tense, past tense? Past tense. So she hit. Right. أحسب. Quickly. أحسب. I what? I am thinking, I thought, which one? I thought or am thinking? I am thinking, right. That's present tense. تنصر. If I see una, I already know what? Many males. Now I need to know, is it you or them? You, how do I know? Because of the tie at the beginning, right? So you, many males, what? Are helping, right? Karumtunna. Karuma means to be generous. Who's showing generosity here? Many females. So you, many females, were generous, right? There's no tiny at the beginning. نفعل. We did or are doing? Did means it's in the past tense, but this one has tiny guy at the beginning. There's a noon there. So we are doing, present tense. Right. يفتحن. What does فتح mean to? Open. يفتحن. It's many females, right? I see the short nunatain. Nah. You or they? They, many females. How do I know it's they and not you, many females? Because of the ya at the beginning, right? You, many females. Oh, sorry. They, many females, are opening. سمعت. سمع, سمعوا, سمعت, سمعنا, سمعت. You. What's it? سمعت. You, one male. Heard or hearing? Heard, right, good. تفعل. What's it mean? This word has two meanings, remember? So it's either she is doing or you, one male, are doing. Right. حسبتما. Oh no, sorry, you didn't do that. Old slides, man, sorry. Okay. Just to get back to this point. We had all of these verbs. ضرب, فتح, نصر, كرم, حسب. As you can see there, the middle vowel differs. They're not all the same throughout. So we can say our form of our past tense verb is fa, a ayn with something on it, and a la. That's good to know. But what about for words that I haven't learnt before? For example, that one over there. How do I say that word? At least you should be able to tell me that at the beginning there's a fa, and the last one there's a ah. But what's in the middle one? I'm not too sure. It could be fazi'a, could be faza'a, could be fazu'a, who knows? Maybe I know. But I'm not going to tell you now because I want you to learn how to find out for yourselves. Take another word. Ba'ain dal. This could be ba'ida, could be ba'uda, could be ba'ada. We're not too sure exactly which one this is. We want to learn now. Today the important thing is not about what is that letter over there. What is that letter over there? The important thing about today's lesson is how do I find out? How do I find out? The same thing for the present tense. So, I can have يفعل, يضرب, يفتح, يسمع, ينصر, يكرم, يحسب. All of those you can see this common things amongst them, and there's those things that change. Exactly the same. The only thing that differs is apart from the root letters, is the fact that the second root letter differs. Otherwise, all of them have a fatha on the first letter, sukoon on the second letter, and a dhamma on the last letter. It's only the second root letter. It's only the second root letter that doesn't have a set haraka or set vowel. Right? Does everybody agree with me there? Anybody differ? No. Good. Alhamdulillah. But what if I give you that word? Sabara, yes, something. How do I say that? I at least know the beginning is going to be yes. And I know that the ending is going to be ru. Isn't it? The only thing I need to find out is what goes in that second root letter. So what do you think it's going to be? Sabara, yes? Yes, biru. Are you sure? Okay, we'll have to check. What about that other set of root letters you had before? Yab, something, do. What do you think that's going to be? Yab? Yab'adu. We'll have to see. Right. But this gets us to our lesson for the day. How do we find these things out from the dictionary? Now, the purpose of the dictionary is not only to find out what the second root letter, what the vowel is on the second root letter. That's not the only purpose of the dictionary, right? The dictionary will allow you to understand the meanings of a variety of nouns that stem from this root letter. It will allow you to see an array of meanings for one set of root letters. As I told you before, this is something for you that you must understand. Arabic is a language made up of a root letter system. Every word comprises of a number of root letters. Sometimes 3, sometimes 4, sometimes. But you could say approximately like 95% of words in Arabic have 3 root letters. Just 3 of them. And attached to these 3 root letters, there's an image. And sometimes giving one translation for that set of root letters is not sufficient to convey the entire image that's attached to that set of root letters. Right? And so the dictionary will help us to see the array of meanings that that stem from one root. Right? But for our purpose right now, we're just going to get into it to see what the haraka is on the middle vowel. So everybody get that to dictionaries. Either you have a book or you have the app on your phone. Remember I told you the name was Arabic Almanac. Oh no, sorry, I think the app got renamed to Hanswehr, Hanswehr. On iPhone or on iStore it might still be Arabic Almanac. Whatever you have. Right. Okay. So firstly, we need to know how the dictionary works. Usually when we find our English dictionaries, the dictionary is arranged according to alphabetical order. Isn't so? So this dictionary as well is arranged according to alphabetical order. But in this particular dictionary, listen up, in this particular dictionary, if I want to find the word kitab, I don't look for the letter kaf, then ta, then alif, then ba. Doesn't work like that. I look up the root letters. So I'd look up kaf, then kaf ta, then kaf ta ba. And then somewhere under that set of roots, I'm going to find the word kitab. Right? So it's alphabetical order, but arranged alphabetically according to the root letters. It's arranged alphabetically, but according to the root letters. Not all of the letters of the word. According to the root letters. Very important. Right. So what is alphabetical order? What is the alphabetical order of this dictionary? That will require us to know a bit about the Arabic alphabet, which you'd imagine was one of the first things we learned here. But we assumed that in coming here, everybody could pronounce Arabic words at least, or pronounce the Arabic letters. So we just need to go through that quickly. We're going to go through that. And if you want to afterwards, you can take this slide and you can make little, I don't know, you key thingies, I don't know what you call it, like a tag. What? Flag it. It's like colorful stuff that you can stick on there, or the letter on the end, and that can help you get to those letters quickly if you want. I never did it, but that was too lazy. So yeah, if you are using a physical dictionary and you want to help yourself use it quicker, you can just put little tags there to show you where the beginning of each letter is, right? But we need to know the order. So the order is what? What's that first letter over there? What's that first letter over there? Okay, so those that said alif now just decided, okay, let's not say alif, let's rather say ah. You're correct, it is ah. But that's actually a hamza. That's actually a hamza. In Arabic, alif is just a pulling letter. When I have a ah sound and I want to extend that ah sound, then I use the alif to extend that ah sound. For example, I have kitabun. Okay, perhaps I need to write this down. Okay, write down the word kitab quickly. Kaf, ta, alif, ba. kaf, ta, alif, ba. You see that over there? I wrote the word kitab there for you. Now, you have a ki, ta with the alif, and then a ba. Just when I want to extend that, if I lifted alif out, how would that word sound? Kitab. Kitabun. Well, that's not what I want to say. The word is kitabun. That letter over there, that's called an alif. When it's just when it's a sound that just extends the fatha that comes before it. But if ever I am going to pronounce a ah, then I call it an alif. So, that's a mistake. Then I call it a hamza. If I'm actually going to pronounce a ah sound or I sound or u sound, then I call it a hamza. Alif is just an extending sound. Right? Or harf, what we call a harf mad. Right? So that's why the first letter there is what? Hamza. Hamza. The next one is ba, ta, tha, jim, ha, kha, dal, dhal, ra, za, sin, shin, sad, tad, ta, dha, ain, ghain, fa, qaf, kaf, lam, mim, noon. Right, so now the order is not according to what you know, wow, hamza, yeah, whatever it is. The order is this. Mim, noon, wow, yeah. Ha, wow, yeah. So this is the order according to which your dictionary is arranged. Right? For example, let's take a letter. If I wanted to find the word sabara in the dictionary, what am I going to do? Just open your dictionary to any page. Or on your app, just go to any page in the dictionary. You top corners of the page. Okay, interlude quickly. The 5 CA 755989, blocking somebody that needs to leave urgently. Please do move the vehicle. Right. Say for example I wanted to find the word sabara. How will I find that word? Firstly, look at that open page that you have your dictionary. On the top of the page, if it's the right hand side page, then it will be on the far right hand top corner of the page. If it's on the left hand page that you're looking at, then it will be on the far left hand top corner of the page. You will see 3 letters there, right? 3 letters. That shows you the root letters that are being dealt with on that page, or at least the first set of root letters that appears on that page. Right? So now, if I want to find sabara, what do? I page my dictionary until I get to the letter sad. Then I go to the what letter do I look for next? Ba. So then I look for sad, ba. Thereafter, I look for sad, ba, ra. Now if you're using the app on your phone, you don't need to do that whole tedious task. You just click on the search button. Right? And then you type in the root letters that you're looking for. Not the whole word, the root letters. So, how am I going to do that? Either you have an Arabic keyboard on your phone, And if you have an Android phone, you can install an Arabic keyboard on your phone. I don't know how I'm going to show you that in class now. Right? If you have an iPhone, I'm sure you can have an Arabic keyboard on your phone as well. But if you don't want to go through the whole schlep of downloading or installing an Arabic keyboard, you can type the root letters in English. You can type the root letters in English. There's a code for that. I'm going to send you the code, inshallah. Right? I'm going to send it to you. But if you wanted to find a Sod, for Sod you will have to put in a capital S. Why? Because S you would use for seen as well. Right? So a small S is for seen and a capital S is for Sod. I'm going to send you the whole code thingy that you can use on you to use your normal English letters in place of Arabic letters. I'll send it to you via Nasreen, inshallah. Right? Actually, if you have the app, you can check on the app if you have the Answer app. If you just click on the menu on top, you'll have a thing that says there, Roman Arabic letters, and that gives you the whole code. Right? If you just have the app open, you'll see 3 lines on top that shows you the menu. You click on that. Then you'll see Roman Arabic letters. You click on that. And then it will show you now the codes for the letters. So, I want everybody to get to the word sabara. Those that have physical dictionaries, you can browse through your physical dictionaries along. Those that are using it on their phone, type in capital S and then B, it doesn't matter if it's capital or small, and then R, it doesn't matter if it's capital or small. And then you press search. So capital S, B, R. Tell me once you found it. It's going to put you on a page. Do you have it? You have it? You just type in capital S, B, R and then search. Can I just see somebody dictionary? Don't have it. Sod ba. In the physical dictionaries on page number 501. In some dictionaries, and if you have the green cover one, then it's on page number 555. 585, sorry. If you have like the light blue with like 2 colors of green on it, then it's on page 501. If you have the green cover one, soft green cover one, it's on page 585. If it's on your phone, then it should direct you to page number 585 as well. But you're just going to type in, obviously, the letters. So is everybody there? Now, once you're on that page, you will see on the top there, maybe it says something in the morning. Okay, now just look beneath that. What you're going to have is, you are going to have words all the way down. Right at the bottom of that page, on the what side is this now? Left-hand side. On the left-hand side at the bottom of the page, you're going to see 3 letters there. Sabara. Sad, ba, ra with a 1. You see that? Everybody see that? Exactly this you're supposed to find somewhere on your page. Everybody see that? Right. Once you see that, if you just look above that word. What's above that word? Above that word is musbah. Musbah. Right. Why I'm telling you to look at the word just before that is because I want you to see that the first word with a set of root letters is the verb. The first word with a set of root letters is the verb form of that word. Right? Thereafter, if you carry on and you look further, you will find all of the noun forms of that word. Right? But we're not focusing on the nouns for now. We're focusing on the verb. This is Sarf. So what do we see? We see exactly this. Firstly, we just have three letters. Sad, Ba, Ra. There's no harakat on it, right? So now I wondered to myself, how do I say this word? Right next to it, the word is spelled out. Sa, Ba, Ra. You see that? Sa, Ba, Ra. That transliteration over there, that tells me exactly how to pronounce the word. And in so doing, it also tells me what haraka must be on the middle root letter. How so? Because I know it's sa, so that must have a sa, be a sad with a fatha. It's ba, that means it must be a ba with a fatha. And ra, that means it must be a ra with a fatha. How do I know how to say the present tense form of the word? Sabara, yes. Yasbiru. Most people say, yes, it's yasbiru. And sometimes you just have a feel for it. Maybe you heard it before somewhere, maybe it just sounds right. But if you actually check the dictionary, next to that transliteration, you'll see that there's a letter. That letter will either be a or a I, or a U. A or a I, or a U. If it's a I, that means that the haraka on the middle letter or the second root letter of the present tense is a I. So it's going to be sabara yas biru. I'll give you another example here. If I look at this word over here, I have ba'uda. Do you see? You don't have to be patient with this. I just want you to see this on the board. The other one we were looking for was ba'uda. So if I look up those root letters, ba, ain, dal, ba, ain, dal, next to it, it will be spelled out for me. Ba'uda. So what's on the past tense form of this verb, what's the haraka on the second root letter? U. Ba'uda. It's spelled out for me. And on the present tense, there's a U. So what's it going to be? Yab, udu. Ba'uda, yab, udu. Ba'uda, yab, udu. Okay, go back. So we just want to see how to read this dictionary entry here quickly. So firstly I have the past tense spelled out for me, right, in transliteration. Then I have a letter next to that. That letter is either I, or a, or U. That letter tells me the haraka on the second root letter of the present tense. Right. Then what do I have next to that? No. Next to that in brackets, I have what we call the masdar, or the gerund, or verbal noun if you want. In brackets here I have you can say it's the root noun. In Arabic you have a noun, right? And from that a verb is created. So here, in brackets we have the root noun of this word. So it's sabara yasbiru. The root noun is sabr. And it spells it out for me. Then next to that, I have all of the meanings of that word, of that verb sabara. So sabara means to bind, to tie, to fetter, to shackle, to be patient, to be forbearing, to have patience, to take patience, to persevere, to bear calmly, to bear patiently, to, I don't know how you say it, to be stoutly, to endure, to refrain, to abstain, to desist, to renounce, to hold one's own, to withstand something. Sabr has all of those meanings. Right? You understand why I say sometimes translating a word with one translation is not going to do justice to the Arabic word? And it's not like you're just going to find this for the word sabr. Almost every word that you look for in Arabic is going to have a whole array of meanings. So, what I usually encourage students to do is read through all of these meanings and get a sense of the image of the word in your mind rather than a meaning. The image that's attached to that word. So, how does to bind or to tie have anything to do with patience? Because now, you know, your shahwa, your hawa wants to do something, but it's as if you have to shackle it up. You have to suppress yourself and, you know, bear something, persevere through something that you don't like. And so that's the kind of image that gets attached to this word sabr in my mind. And so to the root sabara yasbiru. Right. You're going to eventually come across a 2 or like a I in the Roman numerals over there. Don't worry about that for now. Right? There's other verb forms that we're still going to learn in future, inshallah. Then we'll learn about there. So our engagement with the dictionary for now will stop once we get to the Roman numeral 2, for the verb at least. Right. Okay, I want you guys to find the root letters now. Ba'uda. Ba'ain dal. Do it on your own now. How do you think, I just want to tell you for the English letters, how are you going to spell Ba'ain dal? Ain you can write in a number of ways. Ain is either E or 3. Because a ain is like a reverse 3, isn't it? So you can either write E or capital E or even a 3, it's fine. So it's going to be B, 3, and a small d. Capital D is something else, dod. So B, 3, and a small d. It doesn't matter, B can be capital or small. And then I want you to explain to your partner all of the information that you have over there. Explain to them what's the, you know, all of the information that you find there. This is what you should have in front of you. Right? You should get to a point where you see this. I think that's on the one side of the page, that's on the other side of the page. So tell them how the past tense is going to sound. Tell them how the present is going to sound. Tell them what's in the bracket there next to it. And then what are all the meanings of this word? Ba'uda. Okay. Can I just go through it with you quickly? So, the past tense of the verb will sound what? First, I just have the root letters there. Ba, ain, dal. Next to it, I have the past tense verb spelled out. How do I say it? Ba, uda. And then the present tense will be what? The U tells me that it's going to be yab, udu. Right. In brackets there, I have the verbal noun or the root word. What's it over here? Bu'd. Bu'dun. Bu'd. But then, don't focus on that for now. Don't worry about that for now. What are the meanings of the verb ba'uda yab'udu? Ba'uda means to be distant, to be far away, to be far off, to keep away, to keep one's distance from something, to go far beyond something, to exceed something by far. And there's a whole lot more there as well. So how do I say he was distant? ba'uda. Right. How do I say I being distant? So now I have to go the present tense, right? Ba'uda, yab'udu, and then I must go down. Yab'udu, yab'uduna, tab'udu, ya'budna, ta'budu, tab'uduna, tab'udina, tab'udna, ab'udu. Or if you know your scale that well, you'll just know immediately that it is ab'udu. The SO stands for someone. That comes into play when we start adding pronouns to the ends of these, but we'll get to that in due time, inshallah, right? Okay. So I'll give you another example. Our time is actually up. But just as an exercise amongst yourselves that you can do, I want you to find the root letters khalaqa. I'm going to continue with this for a short bit next week, inshallah, before we move on from here. Okay, actually before we get there, just take a pause. You can do that a bit later. I'm going to continue with this next week. What I want you to do for homework is, you got a number of sheets, right? Firstly, I have this sheet that says verb vocabulary, most common sound verbs in the Quran. You see that? Right. What I want you to do there is, I have the past tense forms of all of those verbs written down for you. You see that in the first column it says there, Madi ma'loom. Don't worry about the heading. It says fataha, fa'ala, ba'atha, ja'ala, jama'a, dhaba, rafa'a, sahara, salaha. Right. What I want you to do is, go to your dictionary and find all of those words and just write down in the next column the present tense forms of all of those verbs. For example, the first one is going to be fataha, yaf, tahu. And I want you to do the rest. You know yaftahu because I told you that already. But you can actually go prove it yourself and go find it in the dictionary if you want. And then in the last column, I want you to write down one meaning of that verb. One meaning of that verb. Okay? So you're just going to fill in column the first blank column, and you're going to fill in the last blank column where it says meaning. Okay. Then I have another page for you here. Dictionary worksheet. Here I have past tense verb with a harakat, not. So what I need you to do is fill in the harakat of those words for me. And then find me the present tense forms of those verbs. I write down one meaning for each of them. And the page number that you found it on in your dictionary. Okay, then the last page here, it says here, Sarf sign of challenge. Leave that for next week, inshallah. So that's going to be, we're going to need that for next week, right? So bring it with you if you can, but leave that for next week. I'm just realizing that I think this dictionary work is a lot. Is it a lot? Yes. Okay, so just leave this last sheet for next week, inshallah. Okay. Right. Our time is up. We'll continue then next week, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. What we learned today, just a quick recap. When I want to find the middle vowel on either the past tense verb or the present tense verb, I need to go find that word in my dictionary. Right. When I open up my dictionary, the dictionary is arranged according to alphabetical order. The alphabetical order that I put up on the board earlier. I need to find the root letters of the word, then alphabetically look up those root letters. When I find that set of root letters in the dictionary, first it will spell out for me the past tense verb. Then by means of a letter, either I or A or a U, it will show me what the haraka is on the second root letter of the present tense form of the verb. Next to that I'll have something in brackets that I'm not going to worry too much about now. And then I'll have a whole array of meanings of that verb. That it can either mean that in past tense or present tense, depending on the form that I put it in. For homework, you're going to fill in those sheets. We'll continue with this next week, inshallah. And if it's not clear yet, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala, it will become clear in the future. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.